Albuquerque ComicCon 2012 was held this weekend at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and it featured comic legends and sci-fi A-listers. And this year's ComicCon actually celebrated 70 years of my favorite, Wonder Woman, and women in comics and film as well.
The star-studded event featured guest of honor Bill Stout, whose credits not only span 40 years of comics, but 40 years of film.
Yeah, and other film guests included Kristen Bauer and Sam Trammell of True Blood, the legendary Dean Stockwell, who you got to talk to personally.
My buddy.
Yeah, he has really nice jewelry, by the way. And his career spans like 60 years. I mean, he's been around forever. We had Gil Birmingham of the Twilight Saga, and Jake Busey, who's the son of Gary Busey. He was there. He's from Starship Troopers.
Right.
So, yeah, we saw a lot of people. It was really fun. Did you have a good time?
I did. I really enjoy that stuff. There's lots of items that you can't find at stores regularly, and if you're into that sort of thing, you'll find them there.
Yeah, and perfect example of how interesting it is to be there. You can see all the kids dressed up. It was a great family event. Oh, he's trying to be like you, like Jedi. Yeah. Oh my, who's that?
Whoa, that guy looks pretty serious.
And of course, there were several artists there, so we got to see a lot of the background of the comic world.
Yeah, the lifestyle that that people tend to gravitate towards that type of imagination and theory. I find that stuff fascinating.
Definitely, and I'm not a huge comic book person, but I've always been into superheroes, as exemplified by our Halloween costumes. And one of my favorite superheroes of all time is the Hulk. I mean, who didn't love the Hulk? Did you love watching the Hulk when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did, but you just don't want to make him angry.
Never, because he'll turn green. Is that why you wear green today? Kind of green.
Well, yeah, that's why. Yeah, so that I could kind of channel Hulk strength today.
Yeah, well, the real Hulk is about to talk to me because he was there, Lou Ferrigno, and I asked him why he enjoyed ComicCon. Take a look. Of course, I'm standing here with Lou Ferrigno, the biggest attraction, really, in my opinion, of ComicCon. He is and always will be the one and only Incredible Hulk, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
You are the Hulk. And, I want to ask you, Lou, what does it mean to you to be here, and, so many years after you originated this role, to be such a pivotal part of the comic world?
Well, it's fun because it gives the celebrities a chance, like myself, to meet the fan. They get excited to see me in person because as a child, I never had anything like this. I would give anything to just walk up and see celebrities and shake their hand because, I'm just basically giving back.
Absolutely. And you've been doing this for so many years. I mean, you're still the voice of the Hulk in the films, but what is it like for you? Just because you originated the role, I always wonder when you watch the movies, what does it feel like to see other people playing the role?
Well, the CGI Hulk, you're talking about, you can't sign autograph.
Exactly.
I know. Exactly. But that new trend of movie making, they want to go with CGI. Hopefully, the next adventure movies will be good, but nothing could be like the original.
What was it like? I know this is going so way back, but I always wanted to ask you this because I was a fan of the show. What was a daily process for you going into makeup, and just what was a day like on the set?
As a matter of fact, sometimes I had to get made up like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
It was 3.5 hours makeup, and the worst part is that they have to retouch me all day long, like 12 to 14 hours. And also think about an hour and a half to remove the makeup. And you're stuck in the motorhome. Sometimes we deal with weather conditions, like it's very hot, it's very cold, and people poke and touching me all day long.
Oh my gosh, but I'm sure they loved it.
88 episodes.
88 episodes.
88 episodes. I must have got made up about 400 times.
Oh my gosh. Well, it definitely never killed your spirit, and it definitely didn't change your ethic for staying in good shape. That's for sure. Even years later, how do you stay so fit? I have to know.
Well, I still have the same passion all these years working out, and I like being a product of what I look like.
Yeah.
So I still work out like 4 to 5 days a week. I train like an hour, 15 minutes cardio and weight training. It's all about that passion.
And how do you like being here in New Mexico?
Huh?
How do you like New Mexico?
I really like it, except it's a little cold, but the people are great. It's very laid back. Like you said, I don't see any traffic, and the altitude. And I think if you worked out, you'd probably take longer because of the altitude.
It's different. It's a different kind of a workout, and then you get back to sea level, and you feel suddenly like you're the Hulk.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of this. And what's next for Lou Ferrigno? Tell everybody.
Well, I'll be on the Celebrity Apprentice. The first show will air February the 12th. There'll be a lot of drama, a lot of cat fights, a lot of nastiness, and the best of all is like Donald Trump. He got like 18 celebrities on the show raising money for their charity. I think it's incredible.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
That's the best part. And you've been so charitable, and thank you again for partaking in ComicCon and everything you do for us.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Have a good show.
Thank you. I loved that. Wasn't he such a gracious guy? So nice.
He was so nice. And one of the other highlights of Comic-Con was the Jedi training class with Jedi Master and Stunt Coordinator Nick Gillard, who through all the Star Wars episodes 1 through 3, he taught all the Jedis through Samuel Jackson, Ian McGregor, and Ray Park, and every other Jedi from those 3 films.
You too.
And I even had the opportunity to study the art of Jedi training, or at least chat with him of what it might be like to be a real Jedi Knight. Take a look. We're out here at Comic-Con at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino with the Jedi Master trainer himself, Nick Gillard. How are you doing today?
Good, loving it here. It's a bit cold. We just come from LA, but it's nice to have a bit of fresh air.
Yeah, it's nice to have some clean, fresh air. How did it come to be that you got affiliated with Star Wars in particular?
I think I was doing the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles for Lucasfilm. And
with River Phoenix?
No, with the young, I've forgotten who the guy was, Sean Flannery.
There you go.
And but I'd done Indiana Jones Last Crusade. I'd done all the Indiana Jones movies with them as a stuntman.
Okay, so what is your background in terms of martial art weapons training?
In England, you have to qualify. You have to be an instructor in 6 sports to be a stuntman, and one of them has to be fighting. So I'd taken a few like wushu, and karate, and Ryosaki Kendo. So that was the kind of amalgamation of those things.
When you're working with these actors, what are they wielding? Are they staffs, swords? What do you guys train with?
We made them. They're, I mean, it's similar to that thing you can see in the background.
Okay.
It's like an aluminum pole with a plastic handle, so they really fight.
And are you there for the filming?
Always there for the film, and we do kind of 8 weeks rehearsal and then there every day for the shooting. Yeah.
Well, as you can see, I have my makeshift replica lightsaber here. Is it close to something that they use when they're filming?
That looks like a Darth Vader one. You've got that. It'd be like that, but it wouldn't have all the sticky out bits. Otherwise, you'd wear your hands off. They're smooth, and those are painted in.
And how long typically is a day of training?
A day of training would be 8 hours.
Wow. And for you, how involved is that for you?
I would start maybe a year before writing the fights. We worked out a way to write them so that the actors could read them, and you can then send them to them and they can work it out for themselves.
So
that was really great. It was fun to talk to him, wasn't it?
Very interesting.
Yeah, our face of Fox, Elias Gallegos, probably never anticipated talking to the master Jedi trainer of all trainers.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, the stories that he could tell are amazing.
Yeah, and you know, he did these classes all weekend. They sold out pretty fast. A lot of people got involved, and I like the fact that for people who have been fans of Star Wars, I mean, you have, for people who have watched the movies all their lives, to be able to train and learn from the person who trained the actors.
It makes it more tangible.
Right, doesn't it? It was really fun. So, you know, hopefully next year will be even bigger and better, and this year was a great success. We just want to thank everybody who came out, and we appreciate not only the time that they gave us, but what they do for the community by bringing really fun things.
Yes, thank you, Nick Gillard.
Yes, and thanks to everybody involved in Comic-Con and for everybody that's been on our show to talk about it. We appreciate that. And coming up next, an Albuquerque model hits the big time and the small screen. We'll be meeting her coming up next.